Hi, hello, and howdy. This is Sheila. Long time no see, I know. But I have completed the Journal de Parisienne. I want to do a flip through, but first I want to send hugs and kisses to a unique treasure and to Tom C., who could also be considered a unique treasure. Isn't that right, Tom? He happens to be somebody I know, so I can get with him. But welcome to the Painted Pig channel, and I do appreciate your subscriptions, your thumbs ups, your comments, all that good stuff. Let's just keep it going, and I'm going to show you this journal. And as I did with the Alice Young lap book, I have written a little biography of my fictitious owner of the journal, who would be Margaret Duncan Carter. This would be a photographer's journal. She was born February 14th, 1903. And this would represent her years between 1920 and 1930 in Paris as a photographer, and what happened to her. And then there will be a little summation at the end as to what happened to her after. But she would have written in this journal during those 10 years' time. And this is the journal. And I want to send a shout out and a big thank you to my friend Margaret. This is her grandmother. This is a real picture of her, a real photograph, copy anyway, of her grandmother, who was born in 1907. So she was just a few years behind my fictitious young woman. And this is a sort of a corseted outer binding, and this was inspired by Bohemian Crafting, who inspires me a heck of a lot. And she will be linked below most assuredly. And I am going to put a little snippet of the story. I don't know which snippet, but I'll put a little snippet of the story in the section below as well. This is not why do you lose your words when you try to do one of these things? This is just a little ring with some fibers and ribbons tied onto it, some little beads and some charms. And this one is of particular interest because it belonged to Margaret, the real Margaret. And Margaret is a name that has been passed down in my friend's family for generations. So I appreciate her letting me use all these vintage things, giving me all these vintage things of her grandmother's. And so lots of love goes towards her. This is a Tim Holtz little ring thingy. Okay, and we are Memory Keepers eyelets. Now this is stuck on temporarily with a repositional stick glue, so that this will go up for sale in my Etsy store, so whoever purchases the journal will be able to put what they want to in there. And this can be left tied, or it can be untied and tied again. It's just simple ribbon and a Tim Holtz post hitch. This slides out and has a little drippage of beads on it, so that the end owner can replace it with their own photograph if they wish. Okay, and by the way, the measurements of the journal are 5.5 inches wide, 8 7/16 tall, with a 2.5 inch spine. So and it does have the metal corner. It has 3 signatures But I call these actually folios. The number 1 and number 3 I would call folios. And the one in the center is the actual writing journal. Okay? Alright, inside we have a doily pocket. A square doily pocket. It has the book plate that the owner can use if they wish. It has a fake passport, which has a Czech cover, Czechoslovakian cover, I know, and French inside, but the printables I have, that was all that I could do. And a little photograph of a pretend Margaret. And this would be, and these photos came from Bohemian Crafting printables. And this would be Margaret's mother, Elizabeth, and her father, Josiah. And then on the inside, you have a couple little pockets, so you could journal, whatever. Okay, and this has got a lot of photographs and a lot of acrylic coverings, so there's going to be glare. If the photograph is removable, it will have a tab on it. They're very tight. I didn't mean them to be, but they're very tight. So I ended up, and a little bit hard to maneuver to keep them in straight. So I ended up just gluing the photograph down, mostly, so the person can just slip theirs over it. And the quote here is, "A day without laughter is a day wasted," and that's Charlie Chaplin. This is an old barrette with a dangle added and a little Eiffel Tower on it. And it's a Velcro closure with a lace ribbon. And on the inside, a lot of this was cut with a silhouette, so a lot of these shapes you see would be that. Another quote, that one by my Gandhi. And this is a little pocket from the silhouette with a journaling spot on the back and a removable photograph in the front. It is a photograph from the internet of a Parisian couple at night in that time period. And then on the back, it flips down, and on the back is a tuck spot with a little glassine packet of vintage tickets. Because my Margaret, the fictional Margaret, would have done a lot of traveling when she got back to the States, for sure. Okay, and then this lifts up. There's a little hummingbird there, and these little tags slip out. These are little ephemeras, and I don't know if I've got this in frame. We've had some technical difficulties. So, yeah. I think for Christmas I'm getting a new camera and a new setup. There is a little tag here. This does open with another quote, and the photograph. You probably can't see what I'm talking about. This could have you could glue a photograph over it to have your own photograph show through here if you so desired. And we've got a little dangle. This will keep that closed. A number, stamp number, and a little flower charm that says homemade, handmade, not homemade, handmade. This does come out, and it has Velcro closures for the top part, and then Velcro for this part. The photographs, again, are Bohemian Crafting, and I'm just going to say that that the digital I use are primarily Janie B journals, which is the ones with the little ladies on them, and Nostalgia Graphic Land. And they are both Etsy shops. I've used Janie B before. And Nostalgia Graphic Land. So I'm not going to say it every time. But you've got a tuck spot on this flap. A tuck spot on this flap. This little butterfly tab lifts up for you to open this, and another tuck spot on the inside. And the little tag there. I suppose I could have, no, that wouldn't work. Okay. And then it just slips right there into the little doily pocket, corner pocket. And this goes in there to secure it even better. Okay, and over here are just a couple of little decorated tags, inked and decorated and stenciled over a little Eiffel Tower. These are, the exact description are mail slot pockets. Thank you, Corey Diamond. That makes sense, doesn't it? Mail slot pockets. So there we go. And that concludes the first side of the first folio. Excuse me. And this, I'm getting myself tangled up here. Okay, that goes down. And then this goes right there. Okay. Onto this side, we have and what is that closure called? I've forgotten now. Anyway, a string and circle closure. Again, this is silhouette, and this is just a little part of a tag that I've applied this little circular disc on. Now inside here, this is from the silhouette as well, and inspired by Bohemian Crafting. This is just a little die cut. There's one on each side of the string, and you can twist it, and then it will untwist itself. This is a vellum window over on this side, and nothing tucks, and just some decorative stitching over here. On this side, there's a little amusing photograph that I think my Margaret might have taken. And inside a belly band, and here is a little tiny pocket with some ephemera in it that can be journaled on the inside. I didn't worry too much about a lot of journaling spots in the folios because it has a full journal on the center signature. Okay, and this is Janie B. Journal. Okay, and then we have a photograph. Looks very much like Anne Hathaway on this side of the folio. And this slips out. It's a little tuck spot. This flips over. Has some little ephemera in it. And a little card here that I think may be Hello Susan. And then one more pocket in the back for another photograph of, these are actresses getting ready for the show. And then there, so, no, that's wrong. No, that's right. I think. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And just however it fits and it's appealing to you. Okay? So that's the end of the first folio. Now, the binding is hidden, but you can see the thread on the inside. I can cover that with lace if you prefer. So if you are interested in purchasing this, just let me know if you want that covered in lace or just remaining visible. And the knots are all on the inside, not, I mean, on the unseen side, not on that side. Okay, and then we have a little doily dress on the back flap. Well, that's not what stay closed. Let me try again. Okay. Now here we have the actual writing journal. I've got Margaret Duncan Carter's name down here, which is my fictional owner. But I can enclose a blank label for the owner to put their own name there. And there's some stickles and glitter and stuff enhancing it. Another quote here that's by Albert Einstein, and there are 60 surfaces to write on, and they're lined with little printed Parisienne or subjects of the period or a pleasing color, like in this case. Okay. And this lady was an actual photographer. I've forgotten her name. I apologize. Here's a quote by F. Scott Fitzgerald. And nothing there. And another photograph from the internet of a lady from the period, a flapper. And this one is not removable. You would just put your photograph over it. And here we have a charm, a music note charm on the end of it. And you will see why. Again, cut with a silhouette and then embossed in an embossing folder with some stickles and some glossy accents. And you can really see that embossing there. And opens, and then here is another of that cutout trick with the punch and string. The quote, which is, you could actually stick something in, you can see. It says, life is a lot like jazz. It's best when you improvise. That's George Gershwin. And here is a flip up with a removable photograph and a little stamp card with a Los Angeles postmark from 1959, which is around the time Margaret would have settled there. And you flip this down, and there's a little glassine bag with some ephemera and a photograph of a lady driving past the Eiffel Tower that I particularly liked. And that again is open for putting your own photo into. A little vellum pocket here with some lace. These are from wartime, or at least the, I'm trying to take the whole thing out. This stamp is, because it's wanting you to buy bonds. And then the Lincoln 4-cent, I'm not sure. And then we have magnetic pocket here that flips. And this photograph has a tab. So it would be one that you can remove if you wish. On the back is a little silhouette cutout pocket. And then you have this removable little photograph here of two ladies in the ladies' room powdering their nose. And a little tuck spot in the back. So this one would not be removable, but you could put your own over the top. I did not set a timer, so I have no idea. Hello, Crow. Alright, and then the inside of this one is a bit special because it has sliding cards on the inside where you could actually put some hidden journaling if you wished. This is not, you can't put a photograph over it, but it's Notre Dame in the background off the bridge across the Seine, yeah, river. And some camera ephemera that I have used glossy accents on. A couple of tags that have been decorated or collaged, and then they have lines on the back for writing. Okay. Now, the magnetic one goes down, this one goes down, this one goes, no, this one goes down, and this one goes down. And the reason I know that is because the Eiffel Tower shows through here. So you have the Eiffel Tower here and here. And I have no idea if I'm in frame. So I'm just going to say, I'm sorry. Okay. Now, this side of the last folio has a little photography, little journaling card in the belly band. And it opens, has string closure right there. This is a little tag that's been raised. And it's got a button and a stamped disc to embellish it. And this is another photo from the internet. And I'm going to say that that is Margaret and Charles, her love. And this, of course, is Tim Holtz slots. And there's an Arc de Triomphe and a Moulin Rouge photograph in there as well. And then on this side is a pocket with just a couple of tags and some collage. Then over here we have a lady from the circus with a strange little guy peeking through the ladder there. And I thought that was the kind of photograph my Margaret would be taking on the streets of Paris or in its depths somewhere. And so this one will receive another photo behind there. And it is also magnetized and flips down. And you've got, was actually in, I did this boo-boo on a video. As you can see, once you flip the card down, she's upside down. So I can redo this for whoever purchases the journal if they wish, or if they want to keep it upside down. That's fine with me. The quote says, "I don't want no drummer. I set the tempo." And that was Bessie Smith. So it's all about women's empowerment. Can you kind of see that? Here's an F. Scott Fitzgerald quote again. "It's never too late to be who you want to be." And this would be Aunt Clara, Margaret's Aunt Clara. Her name would have been Margaret Clara, and she was a year younger than Margaret's mother. And she's the one that taught Margaret French and made sure that the family was fluent in French before she even knew that they would be living in Paris one day. She had a strong desire to visit Paris, and so she did end up getting to go there. And you can slip a photo over that if you like. with a tuck spot in the back, a little Art Deco glossy accented tuck spot, and another press tag and or press card, and a pocket and tag in the back. Two pockets, two tags in the slot pockets here. They're stenciled and somewhat collaged. So that is there. And let's see, it goes this way, this way, this way. So that's the back folio. And in the very back, you have a, it's stuck down. You have an open pocket envelope with some Eiffel Tower memorabilia and an interesting photograph that I hope you're not just getting the glare off of. And then a little gift bag here with another little envelope. I just thought this was so pretty. Of course, you can't close it any further than that, but I just thought it was so pretty in the back. And a little envelope with a map of Paris and some more little ephemera there. And the Grand Boulevard photo in the back. And my card will be in there. And my little thank you. So, this will come with a small packet of ephemera and scrap paper and labels, so that play a little bit if you like, customize it a little if you like. This will go in my Etsy store probably either Friday or Saturday, so it is going to be for sale. So if you would be interested in purchasing it before it goes in the Etsy store, I can give you a little discount for that. And of course, shipping is extra. I would say here in the continental United States, it would probably be $10 to $15 shipping. More like 10 actually. So let me know if in the comments below what you think about the journal. And the story is quite a bit longer than the first one, but it's got a lot of information in it because she did a lot. A lot happened to her while she was there. And so for now, you take care, stay well, and hugs and kisses until the next video. Don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.